Julie Harper stood trial, not just once, but twice, for the murder of her husband, Jason.
As he was coming toward me, he said, "I'm gonna kill you, you."
Julie claims she grabbed a gun to warn off her husband during a violent argument in the master bedroom of their suburban San Diego home.
He was yelling all of these things and screaming them, grabbed me by the arms, began shaking me forcefully.
Julie says she didn't mean to shoot Jason, that the gun went off accidentally, leaving him lying dead on the floor.
I heard a loud noise and felt my hand jerk.
At her first trial, a jury finds Julie not guilty of first-degree murder, but is deadlocked on lesser charges, and a judge declares a mistrial. Now Julie sits anxiously in court at her retrial as a second jury is about to deliver its verdict.
We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Julie Harper, guilty of the crime of murder in the second degree.
A weeping Julie Harper is handcuffed and led away to likely spend the rest of her life behind bars.
It seemed as if she recognized that she really was going to be going to state prison, and she knew that this moment of truth has finally come.
From stay-at-home mom to jailhouse Julie, we're about to interview California convict Julie Harper. Julie has more to say about this tragic case, and I have some unanswered questions to ask her at this detention center where she's being held while awaiting sentencing. Now, we're about to get Julie's side of her story in her own words.
Hi, Julie. How you doing?
Well, I've been better, obviously.
Speaking to me on a phone through jailhouse glass, Julie still insists she's innocent. When people call you a murderer, you say what to that?
It's very difficult because I know what the truth is. I know what happened. I feel like God knows what happened. And I know that I'm not a murderer.
But if Julie did indeed accidentally shoot her husband in self-defense, why did she flee their home with their 3 kids?
Why didn't you call 911?
Well, unfortunately, my husband passed incredibly quickly. And I think, to me, the biggest fear in my mind became my children and getting them somewhere safe that, you know, they could be with family for whatever period of time it took to deal with things. But I also just didn't want them to have to, you know, visually see anything. I didn't want them to have those kind of nightmares or visions in their head for the rest of their life.
Do you regret that gun going off?
I definitely wish that this whole situation had never happened. That's for sure. There's no question in my mind. But, you know, I go over it in my mind, and sometimes I don't know what could have been done different.
Where's the weapon? Where's the gun right now, Julie?
I don't know, unfortunately.
Julie still insists she can't remember where she buried it. But San Diego Deputy DA Keith Watanabe doesn't believe her.
Only Julie Harper knows exactly where the murder weapon is. She knows where she disposed of it, and she knows where it is right now. But we do know that her story about how she got rid of the weapon is not true.
Watanabe claimed during the trial Julie had planned to murder her husband, perhaps to be with another man she'd been seen with after her husband's shooting.
But what about an extramarital relationship? What about a boyfriend? Can you talk about whether that's true or not?
No, that's completely false. I have many good friends, and the person that they were referring to was someone that is a very dear, close friend of mine. But I was completely faithful to my husband during our entire marriage. I never cheated on him at any time.
Julie shocked everyone when she became pregnant with her 4th child just months before her second trial was to begin and forcing it to be rescheduled.
Who is the father of that child?
It's an anonymous donor.
Anonymous donor. You wanted to bring another child into the world during all this. Why?
Well, I gotta say, and of course, you know, this is maybe a naive belief, but from day one, I always believed in my innocence because I know what happened, I know what my husband did, and I was believing at that point still in our justice system that I am innocent, the right outcome would come out, and so I believed that I would be there to raise my daughter and be there for her and be able to love her and give her love and to try to pick up the pieces of my life.
Then there are her other 3 children, now left without a father or a mother.
They have publicly said that they don't like you. They don't like what happened. They're hurt.
The hard part for me is it's not just about me. It's not about how it makes me feel. What makes me most sad or hurt about it is just knowing the changes that have happened in their lives. I want them to know that, you know, that I'm innocent of anything criminal. I am innocent of any criminal wrongdoing, and I shouldn't be in here.
And with that, Julie Harper gives a wave, whispers, "God bless you," and our interview ends.
But there she is right now, off back to her cell, waiting to find out how long she will spend locked up behind bars.
And since my interview, Julie has found out that sentence. She will spend 40 years to life in prison. The judge at her sentencing hearing calling Harper a danger to society. Your husband got the death sentence. Her 10-year-old daughter wrote a letter to the court in which she vowed to never call Harper mom again.